I naively thought that I would be going back around July, middle of August. How wrong I was. Hey sailors, welcome back to Cruising as Crew. My name is Lucy and today I'm going to be telling you how I am feeling about going back to work on cruise ships after the COVID-19 pandemic has passed. But before we start, I just want to remind you to click like and subscribe for more cruise ship content, and if you have anything in particular that you would like me to cover on these videos, then you can DM me on Instagram at Cruising as Crew and I will be sure to get back to you. But as for now, let's get into the video. As some of you may know, I started out 2020 working on Virgin Voyage's brand new ship, the Scarlet Lady. So I started at the end of Jan and came home at the end of March due to the outbreak of COVID-19. So that means I have been home for about 5 months, which is the longest I have been home in I don't know how long. Whilst I have been home, I haven't been working because the intention was to always go back on the ship. And when all of this first kicked off, I naively thought that I would be going back around July, middle of August. How wrong I was. But obviously as things got more serious, that time got extended and now we are in September and I have no idea when I will be going back, because the no sail order keeps being extended. So first it was September, then it was October, and now it is November, and it might get extended to December. We don't know. So my plan is still very much to go back on the Scarlet Lady when things are up and running again. But it's just really frustrating that I can't plan for anything, because although the no sail order is until November, my team will have to go back before the ship can actually set sail to get everything ready for the passengers to come on board. So thinking with that logic, I should be going back maybe end of September time, so we've got a good amount of time to set the ship up ready for the passengers to come on in November. But obviously if the no sail order gets extended to December or January, then that 6 weeks prior date will be extended as well. And whilst, you know, I'm not in a rush because it needs to be safe, I am in a rush because it's my job. So I'm at the point now where I'm thinking of getting another job, like in a supermarket or in a little cafe, just for the time being, because obviously I don't know when things are going to go back to normal with the cruise ships. But I just feel a bit bad because obviously if I get a job and they put money and time into training me up for this job, and then Virgin call me in 2 weeks after getting the job and they're like, okay, we want you back, I'll be like, okay, bye. So I just don't want to like waste anyone's time. I'd almost rather Virgin or all the cruise lines just say, we don't want you back until January, because then at least I could plan for it. I mean, it would suck, but at least I could plan for it. And I know obviously they can't do that because literally no one knows what's going to happen. We're all in the same boat. And I know it's not anyone's fault. It's not Virgin's fault. It's not anyone's fault. It's just, unfortunately, the climate we're in. But it's just frustrating not knowing whether I'm like coming or going, literally. However, I'm very thankful to be in the situation I'm in. You know, I'm staying with my parents, everyone's fine, so I'm in like one of the best positions you could be in this kind of climate, and I'm so excited to get back and launch Virgin Voyages. I mean, technically they haven't even launched yet, so I'm excited to launch the ship. I'm excited to get back with my team. I'm excited to meet new people, go to some cool places, and just get back to doing what I love doing and having something to get up for. I know that sounds ridiculous, but that is what, you know, a job gives you purpose, gives you some kind of purpose. So it will be really nice to just have a reason to get dressed in the morning. Don't worry, I'm getting dressed every day, but you know what I mean. And this is why I've been making these videos over lockdown, because it's something to give me routine, it's something to keep me busy, to keep my mind occupied and working, keep my creative juices flowing. But I'm not gonna lie, I am running out of things to talk about. So if you have anything you want me to talk about, please let me know. So overall, I am so excited to get back, but I am a little bit apprehensive as well about how cruising will change from this, as we all are. Embarkation day. I mean, Embarkation day is pretty hectic anyway, so you add COVID into that. I just don't know how it's, obviously there are going to be hiccups. Every cruise line is going to experience hiccups, but how do you run that as efficiently as possible? How do you make sure everyone is tested, everyone is kept safe, but also everyone is kept happy and kept excited for their cruise and not waiting in the terminal for 8 hours before they can get on board a cruise ship? So that is going to be an interesting one to overcome. And then the food situation. I mean, on Virgin, I think it'll be fine because they've already set it up so that you are served the food rather than self-service. But on other cruise lines, it will be fine too. It's just going to be an adjustment for us crew members and also the passengers, you know, being served food rather than helping yourself. But actually I did do a video on how Virgin Voyages are like ready for COVID even before COVID really happened, so I'll link that down below and you can go and have a look at that after this video. A little plug there. And then getting off in port. So obviously passengers are going to be allowed to get off in port because it's their holiday, but shore leave for crew members is definitely going to be restricted. So I'm just a bit apprehensive about how much it's going to be restricted. Like, am I going to be allowed to get off every day, every other day, once a week? And like having the job that I do where I only work in the evenings and pretty much I'm off all day, if I'm not allowed to get off the ship, like how am I going to fill my days? Or will I be asked to work more? And that's the other thing. I mean, I know that obviously we will be working more because we'll have our normal jobs, but also we will be cleaning and tidying and sterilising a lot more frequently. But will we be expected to do that kind of round the clock, every 10 minutes, every half an hour? Because, I mean, cruise ships have always been one of the cleanest places to holiday because there's always that risk of an outbreak, because obviously a cruise ship is a lot of people crammed in a small space. So you've always got that risk. So in some ways it's safer because we're going to be on such high alert that there's kind of a low risk of it happening. And then also, what if there's a second outbreak while I'm on board? Am I going to be sent home for 5 months again? Or am I going to be stuck on the ship? There are just like a lot of questions that no one has the answers to yet. But we're just going to have to cross that bridge when we come to it. And I'm always someone that says, you know, don't worry about something if you can't do anything about it. I should really learn to take my own advice. So yeah, overall, I'm so excited about going back and getting back to work and just hoping that things are gonna kind of get back to normal. But at the same time, there's gonna be so many changes and everyone's gonna adjust. We're gonna adjust, it'll be fine. But it's just a little bit like, oh my God, it's scary. It is really scary. And then because I've been home for 5 months, I've got into my comfort zone. I'm enjoying being at home and having my own space and just loving life being at home. So it's gonna be a shock to the system, definitely, going back to the ships and going from like not working to working full pelt. But it's going to be good. It's going to be a welcome change. And I just hope that we can all pull together and, you know, make it work really well. And everything just goes smoothly. I mean, that's what we all hope, right? Anyway, I just thought I would share how I'm feeling about going back, just so that if you are feeling the same, you're not alone. And I'm sure I'm not alone, but please let me know in the comments if you are feeling the same, or if you have any worries or things you're excited about. But hopefully I will have some news for you soon in regards to when I'm going back on board. Fingers crossed. But thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it, as always. And I've got more videos coming your way, so be sure to hit the notification bell. But while you wait for those videos, you can check out these 2 videos here. But I hope you have an amazing day, and I will see you in